Hello there, this is Lame Old Ben, and I'm going to talk about the joy of YouTube and greed generally. I mean, there's lots of excuses, legal versus moral, all the sort of things where it's just, if someone makes a rule about something already, it's just a TOS thing. It's just, you agree to it. You're coerced to agree to it, but, it's perfectly fine. If you do this and just sign here, It's like at the last sweatshop I worked at, you had it where there was no air conditioning for the working employees.
You may have heard about the tragedy
shut
at
up
Kittimer.
there, Tanae. Okay. But yeah, you had the joy of dealing with 120 degrees, well, at maximum. It was usually just around 100, up to 120 during the zenith of summertime. But they didn't get it air conditioning. Sometimes if I talk to like the safety officer idiot dude in HR or the offices, he'd say, "Oh yeah, we're considering getting air conditioning for the workers." They never do it. It's always just something they talk about. They don't care to do it because it doesn't save them money, and that's all that matters. It's not health. It's just sign a waiver, and it's perfectly fine. But yeah, here you go. Now you have YouTube going up again, doubling the amount of watch hours required, and sub count too, which fortunately I'm above the 2K sub count, unless they just go through and be like, subs from shorts aren't real ones, they don't count. So yeah, I'm sure that's their next move, to make it so it's impossible to get anything done right. Who knows? But yeah, every person that they step on like that, they get the joy of withholding funds from, so that they can spend it more on themselves and all their wonderful island parties in the U.S. Virgin Islands or wherever else. What was it? The next one that they bought was somewhere out by Albania or something, or Algeria, whatever. It's just another island they bought now to do their parties on, where they have pizza and jerky and all that stuff. But yeah, that's so fun. Demon hunting event. I can't do the events on this one. Yeah. Shut up. But yeah, let's see here. Let's do some Borg while we're at this. But yeah, it's the joy of just stepping up yet another notch here, and it's all perfectly legal because there's no real checks and balances apart from what they hand themselves. They put advertisements on my stuff, my older stuff, even before deciding to say, oh, we're gonna put ads on things that aren't, part of the YouTube partner program. That was already happening. Like, anytime I look at the risk of owning a parrot, which is one of the few videos I have of my bird Pavarotti while she was alive, back then in 2007. Sometimes it'll start with like a 5-minute advertisement for some nonsense that I didn't pick and I have no say about, and it's just they put all their garbage on my stuff, and I have no way to change it, and I get not a single penny from it because I'm not meeting all their fake criteria that they pull out of their toilets, just like politicians. Because it's all government in a sense. It's always rich people stepping on the poor. It's all it ever is. It's just, this is the social contract. This is the contract that we decide for you. And all the terms and stipulations they feel like throwing in there. So yeah, all the joy there. But there really should be actual proper checks and balances for not just YouTube, but all the rich in power in practice in general.
You're clear to proceed. Get to the transporter room.
Okay, stepping up grocery prices and ratcheting them. It's like, there's a supply chain issue. There's another excuse for us to ratchet the prices ever higher. And they never go back down, or at least I haven't noticed it. Maybe I'm just bad at noticing when it decreases on things, just rarely, if ever. It certainly doesn't seem to happen when I notice it. Like, maybe it's just one of those things that happens and then they ratchet up a little more. But yeah, it's just always, more money for them, and you know, as long as everyone accepts it, it's perfectly fine, right? But is there any way to not accept it? It's like, do we need to not buy water? And they're giving all their water to their data centers now to keep track of the poor while they make situations that would make the French Revolution's conditions look tame.
Damn, she's beaming out.
But yeah, it's super fun what they're doing. And we're all just supposed to accept it. And it's like, yeah, there needs to be something put in place to prevent this kind of nonsense. Because it's just going to be, okay, it's 8K hours next year. Okay, so 2030, will it be 16K, 32K, 68, 64, 100? You know, it's binary powers of 2 there, you know. They're just going to keep doubling it until it's impossible completely, and not just, oh, you just need to step up your work. Don't you know, creators are studios. You just need to have a super huge budget and be rich to be able to win on our site to get 2 pennies on the hour of work effort, or even less than that. Like, I don't even know how many hundreds of thousands of hours I put in on my channel just to get nothing from it. But, you know, I'm the crazy one for trying and trying and trying. Yeah, but, you know, I'm not someone who can just, like, flash some cleavage to get instant views. I'm a man that has to actually put work into things, and everything I do is never perfect enough. So that's always fun. But, you know, it's stupid how they do this, making it so that we have to work indefinitely for nothing. It's the same in every type of job. It's always underpaying workers for their labor, no matter what it is. Some pay more immediate returns than others, but it's all garbage anyway. It's just one form of garbage or another. Worthless employment. Some a little more stressful, like I never want to work at a sweatshop again, having to deal with, you know, at 2 factories so far, jerks have tried to run me over with industrial vehicles. Last time it with a scissor lift, which is easy enough to sidestep. But they were laughing about how they should have ran my, you know, they should have ran my, they use bad words, let's put it that way. And if I were to reverse the type of terminology they used, I'd be unpersoned for it on this glorious site too. So it's like, yeah, either way, they were biased against my not looking perfect like them or whatever like that in practice, how it goes. And it's like, what the heck? And not retrain purchase. Here we go. Good grief. But yeah, I never want to put up with that again, especially not for $10 an hour, just for the joy of roasting alive, pretty much, and dealing with coworkers that see me either as a resource for buying them sodas and otherwise saying, oh, just a little bit more to let you get home, just a little bit more, just a little bit more. Oh, I have an emergency, you need to help me with this or I won't let you go home. You know, I've never been able to afford a car working in all these garbage places. I've just been stuck. You know, sometimes like family members will say, oh, we'll provide transportation, and then, oh, you should have bought a car by now. It's like, I can barely afford food, even when I've had work at all these sweatshops, and then having to pay coworkers to drive me home, or Ubers, which costs even more than coworkers, or, you know, and if you go with anything that has a rating system, of course, it's like, oh, this person smells like they've been working in a factory for 10 hours a day. It's like, yeah, it's because I've been working in a factory for 10 hours a day. Gee, I sweat. It's 100 degrees plus in there, and, you know, I'm just constantly stressed out with all the hissing noise from the pneumatics of the machines and everything else. So of course I smell like I'm afraid too, and I don't like it any bit either. It's just a lot of wasted time, effort, stress, and conditions that should be illegal. Just like with this glorious site making it impossible to earn money practically for most. Just a little step higher here. You only need a zillion views of this per month, and you need Now, 8,000 as of next year, 4,000 since like 2016 or so. Before that was 2,000 watch hours. But yeah, it is interesting though. 4,000 watch hours per year now. And then next year, it doubles from a monthly average of 333 to another number, the doubling of 333. It's like, yeah, their love of money is pretty bad there. And what are they doing? It's like all the renting of things and everything else. It's like, what value are they adding? Absolutely nothing. They're just putting ads on everything, which it's like they're getting money from that, and they shouldn't. If they're not making it so creators who are not studios, but actual people, this is YouTube. It's not legacy media tube. It shouldn't be. Legacy media should have no place on YouTube. You know, I mean, I do like that they have movies. It should really have stayed Google Movies and been a separate thing and stayed a separate thing. But no, this is supposed to be YouTube. This is supposed to be about, you know, common people making content, not rich clowns just hoarding up everything as they ever do. But, oh well. I'm calling it here. Game over, man. Game over. What else is there to say? What else is there to do? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Pretty much. Live long and prosper. Take care and try to not go crazy.